Andrew Robinson, the lowest big up all the way today. And you tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio. And you're listening to.
Yes, welcome to the Pan African Blue Show. Yet another beautiful episode where we get to discuss matters affecting our beautiful continent, bring a solution towards every discussion we have right here. Karibuni sana. My name is Joby. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend and hope you are ready for the week. Let me fix my camera. I don't know what's happening on my end. Let me fix that just very quickly as we get to continue. Okay, karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Good afternoon, Grand Rising. 21 minutes past the top of the hour, and welcome to yet another beautiful conversation right here on the media of the 21st century. My name is Joby. To all our first-time listeners on YouTube, on Twitter, on Rumble, on BitChute, on TikTok, on the radio station Wagwan. Of course, you're not new. If you have the application, you're already a member. And of course, welcome to today's conversation, where we shall be today having really some deep conversations, and we shall be basically talking about the royal estates who have been receiving billions from the public bodies and charities. I'll be reading an article that actually is explaining that, and then we shall go deeper, of course, with our own analysis. But along with that, we shall also talk about, rather, I'll be sharing a video as we come back. Actually, I want to start with some positive information where we have Kai Cenat. I don't know how many of you actually do know Kai Cenat, but he's a big streamer in America. I do know majority of you, of course, do know him. Black streamer who has been doing amazing in different things. But I just love that was, I think, last year. He came to Nigeria, Africa, and he went to one of the places that I myself also say I'd love to go to this place when I go to Nigeria. We're talking about the Makoko village, where a majority of the Nigerians are living in poverty. The slum that actually is floating on sewages, and the Nigerian government has not been able to do anything about this. It's not because they don't want to. They have the facilities, they have the funds, and of course, this is why you saw me, or you can see me actually titling this topic of today and trying to actually focus everything we shall be discussing on, and as we see why things are not happening and who are benefiting from them, because we're talking about the royal estates receiving billions from the public bodies. We're talking about the taxes, we're talking about charities, we're talking about the national health services, and so many things. The royal estates has been receiving all this money, but we have people across the globe. When you talk about especially the African continent itself, to be specific, so many people, and we pay taxes every single day, so many people actually are suffering, and we do require help. We do need things to be done, but there's nothing that these politicians, puppets, have done. It's always the same cycle of news, same cycle of history, same cycle of actually elections. Shout out to Botswana, who just elected a new president. Same cycles of poverty, same cycles of hope, same cycles of literally nothing happening. So I want to discuss on that, and of course, with this, we shall of course understand why we are not getting helped. Last week we spoke about reparations, which is also part of our conversation for today. We have that is one of the members who was on the Commonwealth meeting that was last week, when we had 56 countries demanding for reparations. One among the people, actually, who is a UK Foreign Secretary, David Lammy, said that reparations cannot be taken in form of cash transfer, and actually his thoughts about how Africans can get reparations is through skills and science. So we shall be getting onto that as we get to see literally what skills and science do we need, because we had it all. As much as it has all been snatched away from us, we had it all. So Why can't we get our money back and our lands back? Why are you talking not in form of a cash? But we shall get deeper on that. Then, last but not least, we shall also talk about the WHO, which is, of course, still reporting on cases of monkeypox, and Senegal, which is also calling the Senegalese women, to be specific, took it to the street during this weekend, and of course are calling for climate justice, because of course so many people, I think, have started to understand what this climate hoax is all about, and people are actually demanding a change from their government, and that is basically what we shall be talking about, and among other conversations. Karibuni sana once again. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Shout out to Mr. Black on Fire. Hello, hope you're doing great, Keith. Shout out to James Mwangi. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. Let me know where you're listening to us from. Shout out to Pato. Let me know where you guys listening to us from. But in case you're here for the first time, I'd love to urge you, kindly follow the live creator. We have amazing, amazing shows back to back from Monday till the weekend. And it's not just conversation, you get knowledge, you get educated. And from there, if you don't believe us, you can go do your own goddamn research. We love saying that, literally. You can do your own research. You don't have to take and feed in my words. The internet is full of research. A discussion I was having with my brother yesterday. But of course, Karibuni Sana, follow the live creator, subscribe if you are on YouTube. Follow us if you are on Twitter, but ensure if you are also on Rumble and BitChute, you have our application. For all those who have been wanting to say something, our application is very active, and we have all the shows streamed there and a very active live chat. How can you get the application? If you're using any Android device, it's very simple. If you're using any Android device, on the Google Play Store is where you can literally find us. If you're using an Apple device, you have no excuse as well. On the www.blackwoodfirenetwork.com, our website's link is the way to connect to us. And one thing I love about our app, I think you guys, I should demonstrate to you what our app is capable of, right? One thing I love about our application, I thought my phone was charging, but it wasn't. So I'm going to demonstrate maybe towards the end of the show. Yeah. But one thing I love about our application is that you can be able to stream live as you do other things on your phone. Like the way you're on TikTok right now, James, you can imagine you can be able to listen to me on the radio segment without you being on TikTok. If you want to come to TikTok, maybe to see who's talking, that's the only thing you can do. Or maybe come on YouTube to see who's talking, then that's what's up. But our application, as the radio segment, which is very, very active every single day. We have active music playing from the 254, 255, 266 to Nigeria, all the way to around the globe. And once you also have that, apart from listening to the radio, you're given the chance to actually sign in using your username. So you can call yourself John Mosquito, you can call yourself the general, you can call yourself the commander, you can call yourself, the boss, whatever you want to call yourself. Use whatever username you want to have. And then once you have the username, you'll be able to explore much more on our page, because trust me, after this short musical break, I'm putting you on what amazing organic products you can actually benefit from the BHFN Sports Store page. And we also have other additionals that have been added during this weekend. So for those who have been asking about other vitamins, about other bear, there's another one the kid sent me. Kid asked you about the bear multivitamin, what it is all about. I don't know, because I can't explain that. Why do you need the bear multivitamin? But kids should let us know on the comment section down there. But anyway, karibuni sana once again. This is our top discussion. And of course, once you have the app, I'll be coming back to let you know much more details on what benefits you can also get from the app. It's not just the organic products. We have merchandise and hoodies, and we also have some amazing active questions. If you win, you get yourself some cash prize. You can win maybe something Nojibaye lunch. So ensure you have the application with you. Back to the music. This is by the one and only let me get the name of this guy. This is by the one and only Mem. I don't know the name. If I'm correct, Wayne Wonder, sorry. That is Wayne Wonder with a friend like me. We're taking this one short musical break, and of course, as we come back with the quote of the day, let me know, how did you spend your weekend? Like me. Yes, Karibuni Sana once again. That is Wayne Wonder with Friend Like Me. 31 minutes past the top of the hour. It's playing right here on the Black Fire Network radio station. And I hope you guys are doing amazing. Shout out to the smart girl. Shout out to Mr. Black Fire, John Mosquito. Shout out to James Mwangi. Thank you so much, Kundifikisha. 1.4K likes. I appreciate you. John Mosquito also tapped that screen. Mr. Blackwood Fire tapped the screen. Shout out to the English Rose. I hope you're doing great. Hope your weekend was fantastic. I see John Mosquito is asking, "Hi, how are you this rising?" I'm great. My weekend was fantastic. I can't complain. On Friday, we were here celebrating, of course, Sheila, one of our sales and marketing lady, and it was such an amazing day. And on Saturday, literally just indoors, nothing much. Ended up, of course, doing a lot of cooking for friends and family. I had some family and friends who came over, so did a lot of cooking. Yesterday, a lot of napping and resting and literally playing a lot of FIFA games, soccer games, nothing much. But you guys, let me know, how did you get to spend your weekend? How productive were you this weekend? What did you get to do? Shout out to Freedom Media in the building. Hope you're doing great. And shout out to also shout out to you. I can pronounce their name. And to everyone who's joining on BitChute, on Rumble Live, on the radio station, on Amazon TV, on Roku TV, and also on Twitter and on the rest of the platform. Those who get to catch the shows on Spreaker and Spotify, I hope you guys are also doing great. Now, back with the deal of the amazing products we have on the BHFN store. Once you have the application again, if in case you're just joining in, Karibu Sana. Start by first liking, of course, that amazing live that you're streaming. And of course, head over and subscribe. Once you have subscribed, which of course, due to being shadow banned, you're not gonna get notified majority of the times. Maybe our shows go live. So once you have the application, you are good to go because you can be able to listen to the shows on the radio segment itself, literally. And one thing again, like I said about our radio, you can use the application as you do other things on your phone. That's the best thing about this application. You can literally stream the radio part itself as you do other things on your phone. But remember, once you have all that, once you of course have signed in with your username like the general or the mosquito, or only $19. We also have some green superfood, $35, some complete multivitamin, $32. And of course, as you go all the way down below, we also have amazing other featured products as well. Under our beauty supplements, hair, nail supplements, we're not also leaving you guys behind. The girlies, wives, the grandmas, everyone, we're all hooking you guys up by getting yourself some alpha energy, which is only $40, brain and focus formula, $39, consecutive support, $29, and also some colon gentle cleanse yourself as a $35 only. And also, just a minute, and our beverages also have the Manuka coffee Annie, which is very organic. So you guys, if you're an addict of coffee, for me, I used to be an addict of coffee, I'd say back then, but now I can't even stand coffee for nothing, like for shit. But I love you guys, for those who take coffee lovers, go to the BHFN sports page, get yourself some Manuka honey coffee, $59, mushroom coffee fusion coming from the Lion Mains and the Chaga, $36, the hand coffee blend medium roast, $32, and also the Brazilian woman white woman liver alone, get yourself the blend, only $31. Last but not least, we also have the natural extracts, the natural amazing extracts. Platinum turmeric, which is $25, that is new added. We have the moringa, for those who have been asking about the moringa, we also have it only $26. We also have the lion's mane's mushroom, $33, and also some honey goat weed. We also have some sea moss, amazing things as you get to explore the page. Nonetheless, that is all we have. And also on our product store, of course, you can get yourself some t-shirts, some hoodies, and other amazing products that you'd love to purchase for your women. Karibu sana Keith. I don't know if Kip can hear me, but anyway, Karibu Sana. Hope he's gonna be able to explain to us as we get to move on, or maybe on the next. That is towards the end of the show. Maybe get to explain to us what are the benefits of the multivitamin bear gummies. But as we get started, of course, like I said, I want to start with some positive news that is coming
Yeah,
from Nigeria.
gummies are just the way people. Sometimes people don't like to just take capsules.
Mm.
Gummies, take you back to childhood. They're like almost like candy. So all I did is put the
Okay.
yeah, because gummy bears were like a famous candy in America, well, around the world. Maybe not
Okay.
Africa, but around the world, some was called gummy bears. Put up image real quick, Joby. Images of gummy bears. And so people act, instead of friend of mine, damn, they're 60, man, I'm addicted to these gummy bears. So what they decided to do, since people love these gummy bears, I
Oh,
never was a
it's
big
like
fan.
a oh gummy bears.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I like me some gummy bears. I
but
like me
that's
some gummy bears.
but that's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Just
I like
it
I
just
like me some gummy.
yeah, just gummy bears with supplements in it. It's that's all it is.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it is. Like that. So since gummy bears got so popular, they
mm,
decided to make the supplements in that same fashion. Because people like
mm-hmm.
to eat gummies. So instead of having a bad, just bad candy, they made them in supplements. So because people like to chew on things like that, they, just
Yeah.
remind them of their childhood. It's easy to take. It tastes, got the nice taste to it, so it's easy to put it in gummy form. So that's all.
Okay. All
That's all.
right. But get yourself some
Who would you have?
multi-vitamin
You said you was
gummies.
cooking for family. Who came over your house Saturday, Joey?
I had guests. I had guests. That's what's up. Keep too many
Oh,
details on
does it
air.
got,
No way.
does it got to be a secret, Joey?
Of course, I'm on air. Like, what the heck? I'm not telling everyone what I was doing. Like, my cooking was good. That's on period. Like, what was you guys doing? That is, no one has told me what they were doing. At least I've told you guys I was busy. I had guests. Like, the details is on me. You know.
Oh, was it fun?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had fun, but I was really tired. Remember, I was talking to you on
Yeah,
Saturday.
that's why you should be tired. I understand. So why is she so tired? What's she
I
doing?
was really
Okay.
tired. Like, I was so cooking chapati is no joke. Like, hey yo, it's no joke. It is hell of a work. Like, doing the dough, give it time, cook other things, and I'm just
Make it what?
alone. Like,
What
I
you
wanted
make?
one
What was
to
it?
help me.
What was it?
Chapati, chapati, beef
Oh,
stew.
oh, you made them by hand. You made them from scratch.
Yeah, I didn't buy them. I didn't buy
Okay.
them.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, watch out. Some kind of a cook around here. All right.
Oh my god, I love cooking. You're the one who thinks I just don't like cooking. I love cooking. Like most of the people, actually, if you actually sit around me and people have met me, they always say you love cooking, because that actually got that, I think, during the weekend. A friend who every time when he pops, he finds me
Mhm.
like always in the best mood of cooking. So he's like,
Mhm.
Joby, you really like cooking, don't you? I'm like, so another friend said, yeah, she likes cooking. She doesn't like, I just don't like admitting it, but I love
All right.
cooking. Yeah.
All right. I know Shimani I know Shimani likes cooking shit.
Well, I think for me, I lost interest after dropping, of course, from college, because I was really passionate about it. But after, of course, gaining another, the other part of my passion, which, of course, had been from childhood, I was like, nah, this cooking thing, I'm not gonna get more skills from this. The skills, I'm gonna bring them for myself. I'm gonna gain skills from myself, because I've been that girl. Um, in my in our house, at my mom's house, she allowed me to, like, experience or try different recipes. Like,
Okay.
let's say you're cooking food, you put it like carrot, you want it colored, just looking good. So she allowed me to do that. When I came to my dad, he never allowed me to do such kind of things, especially my stepmom. She was like,
Yeah.
nah.
That's why y'all was making that. Yeah, that's why you go to your dad's house, that crazy looking ugali. I'm like, what the hell is
Yeah.
that?
So that's why I lost interest. That's a minute.
Like, like somebody was eating a damn brick.
I don't even know that. I'm on air right now. I can tell them. Okay, sorry about that. So as we get started, like I said, I want us to start with some positive news, and
Mhm.
that's about Kai Senant. I don't know if you know Kai Senant.
Nah,
Uh,
nah, never heard of him.
is an American streamer. I don't know which particularly Twitch. I think Twitch. Twitch. He's a Twitch streamer, and
Mhm.
of course, I've known him from that and other
He
platforms.
he must be a
And the
gamer. What did he play games?
I'm not really sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've never followed much about what his streamings are all about. But he's brought so many celebrities. That's all I see. Because you'll see him, of course, bringing celebrities. They have just a good time.
Oh,
Maybe games.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean Twitch got started like a game thing, but a lot of people don't want it because YouTube was censored, so that was another place they could go and build their audience up on Twitch. We got a Twitch account, we just never used it. Go ahead.
Your voice is kind of far. I don't know what you did to your mic.
I'm sorry. Give me a
Oh,
second.
okay, but it's okay. I can hear you, but from afar. So yes, we have Kaisenant, who actually has said that 20% of his Twitch subthon revenue will go to a school in Nigeria. Now, the most astonishing thing is that I didn't know, because this guy came to Nigeria, that was, I think, last year or this year. I'm not sure, but one of the 2 years. He was in Nigeria and received so much love, which, of course, man, if you guys come to Africa, like, there's so much love. Like, you guys, you have no idea. I've just seen another Black American celebrity was in Ghana. She went to Nigeria, then Ghana, and the love she is receiving from people, she's like, "Man, this is a different type of world. I don't even want to live here. Like, I don't want to go home. Like, she doesn't want to go back to America because the love is so overwhelming. Because you get treated with respect, like so much respect. But so we have Kaisenant, who came to Nigeria, and of course, he went to Makoko. Of course, you guys know Makoko. Makoko is that village where majority of the people are living in sewages. For those who do not know, I'll share just a bit of a video of it to show you guys. But this is what he had to say.
But the process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been stamped today, as in terms of like it's a go. Okay. So this new
and shout out to him, because I believe, especially with the kind of poverty we have in Africa, then getting someone to trust in business, especially like what he's trying to do, I'm certain it has taken him, of course, so much research, because like I said, he came here either last year or this year, I'm not sure. So it has taken him time, as you can see, of course, for him to know the kind of people he was gonna trust and work with, of course, which he shows on this video. Let me enlarge my screen. The work is already actually in action, which is very, very amazing. So the question is, how comes someone from America comes do this, but these goddamn so-called presidents cannot even be able to do this? This should tell us and teach us
They
something
don't.
today.
They don't care, Joe. The whole thing is that Africa is so bad that you guys got the tribal thing is terrible, and you got the African leaders are psychopaths. They don't
Exactly.
care. They do not
Exactly.
care. And since Africans are such kind and so ignorant, they'll just live in that poverty, don't do nothing about it like it's normal. Suddenly, you're supposed to start revolutions. If you're living like that, what's the word? I don't understand you live in this kind of poverty and you don't want to overthrow the government. It makes no sense to me. I can't live in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just like, okay, this is normal. And I'm not waiting on no fake deity either. You can't scam me with the Jesus and the Allah shit.
Let me ask you, Keith, a very simple question, okay? Because you always say you wouldn't want to be born in Africa, and of course, I also
I
pray that
said
for you.
I said I didn't want to be born in Africa. I said I don't want to be born in the parts of
In
Africa. I don't want to be born in. Sure, I was born there a lot of times since I haven't got out of here, but I don't want to be born in the ignorance. The ignorance that kills me. The ignorance, not knowing shit. I don't want
okay,
to be born to dumbass parents.
so let me ask you. Let's say today you were born in Ghana. Let me know use Nigerian, because that's the top. You are born in Ghana in a
Ghana,
village
Ghana
where
just as bad. Go ahead. Ghana
where
just
there's
as bad.
where there's no development, no schools, no actually even classes. You getting actually even a pair of shoe is a problem. Eating 3 meals a day is a problem. Let me ask you, Keith, do you think you'd have the type of mentality you have today?
First of all, no, no, because no, of course not, because my parents are gonna be stupid. I'm just hate them to be honest. My parents are gonna be ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up as a child and seeing this kind of poverty and me living in it, so of course my education level is gonna be terrible. I'm not gonna know anything even how the world works. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be caught up in one of these goofy superstitious religions out in Ghana's got the same thing like all Africa. I might be a Muslim or a Christian, either one, but it's not even African.
Mm-hmm.
Um, amount of poverty, I'm not gonna know how to escape it. But I think through our souls, I think as I get older, my so many years of living on this planet is going to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all. I think that always happens. I think that my living on this planet and my soul is going to start wake me up somewhere, like the time I'm 12 or 13. Say this is
Mm-hmm.
better. But everybody around me still may be ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
my soul's, but nah. I can't live like this.
That makes
We got to figure out how to overthrow this shit.
sense. Hmm.
I can't accept this.
Hmm.
Africans have come to accept, like, who said that? No, that was that South African guy. Meant to sit just said Africans have come. I said that Africans have come to accept this kind of poverty like it's the norm. It's not normal to live in this kind of that poverty. In Africa is inhumane. The
Hmm.
Caveras, the shit like that. That kind of poverty is inhumane. We got poverty in Africa, yes, but it ain't on that level.
Yeah.
That level, I'm like, what kind of life is this? You can't, you, okay, that kind of poverty, you couldn't give me no church shit. You couldn't give me no religion. That ain't gonna hold. Because that's not gonna work. Because this God ain't did shit for me and I'm living like this. You tell me worship this shit and ain't nothing happening. You keep telling me to wait. Nah, see that one thing I know. The religion ain't gonna work on me as a baby. I'm living in that kind of shit. You can't convince me none of that
Yeah.
shit's real. So that'd be a good thing. So you couldn't convince me nothing about none of them goofy religions.
Hmm.
Because you can't keep me in that kind of extreme poverty and tell me pray on some fake deity that I never seen and never shows up. And then I got a psychopathic government that's so corrupt. That's what Africa is. Africa's become so it has during colonialization, Africa's been destroyed. Its identity has been destroyed. You got none but they put all these despots in there that it's Europe but 2.0 because the Europeans are psychopaths. So you put the most heinous individuals in control of Africa, like a Jomo Kenyatta and all these heinous niggas,
Sure.
heinous morons. And so they was like, oh, I'm now the big man, and I got something. Like I said, they came from poverty, dumb as hell, don't know shit. But they think, oh, that's all gonna come to me and my family, fuck everybody else. That's the mindset. And so that's what Africa looks like. So that's what the Europeans done. Like what I told Joby, them slums not just in Kenya. Every African, the black part, got
Has it.
these crazy ass slums.
That's true. That's true.
But,
And
but, go ahead, Joby.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying as I get to continue with this video, what he says. With this kind of action from the Black Americans, to be specific, who are coming back to Africa to invest, help us our lives get better. This should be a lesson to Africans in the continent who think that actually, either we're enemies of each other or we should not be connecting, because we have some Africans who have that type of mentality. Okay.
So that's the white power. So that's the ignorance because you that's ignorance. See,
we
you
should,
don't
we
mind
should be able
Chinese.
to we should be able to build the unity and come together and maintain honesty, because we can see the government is not actually helping us. We're having individuals getting, because where is actually Banner Boy? And even Nigerians should even call someone like Banner Boy out, Wizkid out, all these celebrities we have from Nigeria. As much as yes, they where they are being put, they're supposed to make a change for the people. It is such a shame to see you rocking, flexing, while your people actually are living in poverty. As Kai said, and if I was
I've
actually
always
here,
told you,
let's
Joby,
call out all
celebrities
celebrities.
are worthless.
Mhm.
Are worthless. Celebrities
And
are worthless.
that is something actually Kenyans are learning actually about this weekend, because celebrities will show you all the type of lifestyle, sell you things and all that, but they don't even help you. They don't
No,
really help you. So something I saw, one of the celebrities who's a new anchor, she said, if only celebrities understood how to use their platforms, it will be very impactful. But it is so sad to see that actually people are going along with the master's expectation, the system's let me say the system's expectation, and you go ahead and even forget the people who have built your career are the people who need your help. They're looking not just up on you, they're looking up on you for you to bring a change in their environment. And this always say, personally, for me, it's been a dream since childhood. And I'm so happy to see that we're gonna be able to execute this as the Blackout Fire Network Foundation. It's been a dream of mine to always help children. Because I remember the first time, like I've given the story, when I went to the streets and I saw kids, I cried. I really, really cried. Because I don't understand why kids should be on the streets while we have, if it's an orphanage, it should also be very well facilitated. You should feel at home. You should be having enough mattresses, enough food, enough clothing. But you find most of this, even the
Because
orphanages,
you
they're not
cry,
even helping the
cry
children.
because you cry because you, as a child, you still have your African humanity. You, as a child, you don't know you're in a system of European psychopathy. That's why you got children on the street. You got a system of European psychopathy. Our systems are created by the Europeans. You not no homeless people and all this crazy shit in Africa and street kids. It didn't exist because you had the thing as that Airtimes learning the thing of Africa was Ubuntu. I am because you are.
Yeah.
You are. You are because I am. That was all throughout Africa. That's I told you, same people. It wasn't just in one part of Africa. That was that. That was all part of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Ubuntu spirit. So um, you you don't live in your African culture. That's why you see street kids. And so you as a child, you wasn't familiar that you was now living in a European system. So you coming up as an African, you see that and your heart hurts. That's the normal thing of Africans would do. That's the normal reaction till you get uh acclimated into your wicked ass society. It's like me when I had to go to same thing. It's called Skid Row. Where I showed you all these tents at in Los Angeles. My dad took me. He didn't take me there for no love. He took me there. If you don't study in school, you don't do what I tell you. This is where you're gonna end up at. It's how you're gonna end up. I was like, as a kid, I was like, damn, you're not gonna help me if I get all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. So let me finish up this video
But
here, and then I'll share the Makoko village for those who have no idea maybe what Makoko village looks like, just a small bit of it. But I'm so proud of him because if there's a place that has kept me wondering, like I've said before, if I go to Nigeria, this is one of the places I'd really love to go. Like for real, I want to see this with my own bare eyes. How are people swimming, living in this kind of an environment? I've seen, yes, slums, but Nigeria is just on another level. I'm so sorry to say, it's on another level.
School in Makoko for the kids for the kids that's live in Makoko in Nigeria. I will be. I started working on the school. Right now, if you're Africa or anything or like Nigeria and stuff like that, and you know the best people that could hands down get the paint job good, get the right equipment they need, and is willing to get their hands dirty for the right amount of money to get paid and shit, let me know. Okay, they are working very hard right now removing what got to be removed and shit, like getting the school ready and shit. And I think I'll be documenting this. I'm gonna be on some like I'm gonna make this a video because this is crazy, bro.
It's
So
crazy.
but the process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been.
Yeah, so that is what he had to say. Shout out to Kaisen, and such an amazing. He's a funny character. That's all I know about him. Like he has a really, really funny character. So him coming to Nigeria and seeing that where actually how his funds can help people. That is super, super amazing. Super, super, super amazing. I just hope he's not gonna be collaborating with people like Mr. Beast and all that. Such kind of people who have actually, who are as much as they're helping Africans, it's for their own benefit in different ways. I hope that is not what is happening. So let me share the Makoko video. For those who do not know how Makoko looks like, as we get to continue.
The capital of Nigeria, Lagos, is home to a remarkable yet starkly contrasting community known as Makoko, a floating slum that vividly embodies both the resilience of the human spirit and the dire consequences of urban poverty.
Mr. Beast has been
Unique.
again. He's going down again. Mr. Beast is actually been investigated for stealing money. It's kind of scams with his fake
Wow.
with all with his fake giving back. Yeah, I told I told you guys when I said, man, don't ever trust these white people when they come Africa. Look, that's poverty porn. If you want to do something, just keep your mouth shut. You ain't got to try to come in and have black. That was that white supremacy shit. Black people stand all in a line and and worship his ass and all that crazy shit. I said, you let's see this. When I came and found I said, hey, you better not have my child doing none of this shit, standing in line and clapping and all this crazy shit like we fucking some kind of animal that this white man is better than us. Are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Very true.
so look, what's this? Oh, that's the damn
Settlement,
slum. Oh, shit,
you can
crazy.
find everything: homes, marketplaces, workshops, brothels, all perched precariously over the
I'm
Lagos
not eating
lagoon.
none of that shit.
Beneath the surface of Mokoko's waterborne vibrancy lies a harsher truth. The waters, a vital life source, are tainted with sewage and pollution.
It's shit. It's shit,
This
river.
environmental crisis is a daily battle for the residents who face the constant threat of waterborne diseases. The lack of adequate sanitation facilities means that much of the waste and sewage from the densely populated settlement ends up
How bad it?
directly in the lagoon,
If
compounding
you
the
cared about
challenges
this
of
white man,
maintaining
if you
a
cared about
healthy
your
living
people, you
environment.
come in, you
The
be embarrassed by
area is
this.
the most
You would come and tear this shit down immediately
Mm-hmm.
and start building a real home. You tear this shit down. But these leaders in Nigeria are psychopaths. Psycho. Yeah, where's the burner boys, the whiskey? You make the
Mm-hmm.
money. Why don't you come back with the government? Who's the African? The government. You're the government, moron. Go ahead, Joby.
most common disease, especially in the rainy season. There are also outbreaks of
Man,
cholera.
like you can
Cholera.
imagine like already this place the way it looks now when it rains, when it floods.
Oh man.
Like,
Oh
oh my
man. Girl, you
god.
sitting there. Yeah, you're in
Typhoid
doo-doo
fever.
and filth and you have typhoid, you
Oh
have
my
cholera, all kind of shit up there. You have
god.
babies up in that shit. Man, no way. I would, but that's another thing. That's the ignorance of Africa. God damn, this slum, the lead, I should go to another slum. That's why they call Africans have low IQs, that you're stupid. You're stupid. Say, who would live in some shit like this? No one. And think this is normal. You made this normal.
That's true.
Wonder why you got diseases and shit. You got cholera and typhoid and typhus and everything else. How long has the slum been around? Shit. God damn it. Nobody's gonna live in that shit
Fever
but you. Of
and any disease transmitted by contaminated water.
course.
Poverty in
Contaminated
Makoko is pervasive and profound.
yeah,
Yet
it's
amidst these
pervasive.
hardships, the spirit of Makoko endures, presenting a deep and complex life narrative in one of Africa's most dynamic urban landscapes. Let us journey to Makoko and explore how people live in the largest floating slum in the world.
Wow, it's the
God
largest
damn.
flood slums in the world. God damn.
Of
I didn't even know
course,
that.
no one's gonna you didn't know that? Ain't nobody gonna live
I
in no
didn't know
shit like
that.
that but an African.
I've seen Nigeria's poverty is on another level, but I didn't know
Uh,
actually it's the wildest. Oh my, the
who, who,
world's.
who,
Oh my god.
who else gonna live in a slum like that and not overthrow the government? Nobody but an African. Who else gonna live all
Oh,
fucked up like that, Joby? Because who else is calm and don't raise your voice and be calm like this and we're Africans and let's be calm. Why we
because
swimming on shit?
maybe
Why we
even
living
the
on
Uber,
shit?
you'll find that Uber driver probably someone who has struggled, built his life to even buy a car from maybe this kind of a slum. He's a product of this place, probably. I'm just saying. And then you have
Good,
a
good.
whole senator and MP disrespecting the shit. What the heck? Man, we're fighting. Again, we are fighting. You're gonna have to catch me in prison or catch me
That was,
dead.
that what you're supposed to do. That was you're supposed to have enough of you Jobies that you overturn the system that this is not tolerated. Just because this is bad, that's all this is bad governance and not caring. That's what this is about. They don't give a shit. They see the people drive by that shit from Lagos and see that I drove by. I never been in the shit. I ain't gonna lie, I drove by it. I ain't had no interest. Go. I'm not going in that shit. I was scared. I'm gonna be honest. I was
So
scared to go in there because I didn't want. Yeah, yeah. You can see that big ass slum. Yeah, I seen it. I was scared to go. I don't want no disease. I was like, I ain't going up in that motherfucker.
God, me,
That
I wanna
before
go.
I, I
I
wasn't
wanna.
I wasn't I wasn't that's way before YouTube and shit. That's
Mm,
way before YouTube. Wasn't no YouTube yet. I didn't know about man, I ain't going up and say, hey, he's a slum over there that's on water. I said, yeah, you wanna go see it? I said, hell no.
mm.
Shit, fuck
I wanna
fuck
go there.
no.
Trust me. As for me, I have a big interest on seeing this. Like I wanna see it with my
I'm
very
sure.
goddamn
I'm
bare own.
I'm, I'm sure you will see it.
I want to see how people like the foods, because I'm certain even those boats we've seen, of course, how Africans die recklessly from
I,
these reckless
I'm not
boats.
eating. I'm not
So
eating that shit.
the food itself is linked with this poor, like this contaminated water. If you talk about the
Yes, yes. Get your neighbor doodle with piss.
God, oh my God, Nigeria.
Makoko,
Oh
often
my God,
referred
it's
to
so huge. Look at that. That is a drone.
as floating
Yeah,
slum in the
yeah.
world.
You
This is
can't miss it, Joy,
Makoko,
from Lagos.
often
You see how
referred to
big it
as
is?
the Venice of Africa, is a unique
The Venice.
Mhm.
See,
place,
they call it the Venice.
defined
They
by
say,
its
I say,
intricate
you see
network
what a joke is? Now, if you go to Venice, I've been to Venice. Venice is beautiful on water, nothing like that. Venice is gorgeous. So Africa's Venice is full of despair, doo-doo, shit, piss. They would make jokes. Consider this ain't considered no Venice of Africa. This only compared to a Venice of Italy. I know Joe don't know what Venice is. Now, Joe, when you get done with this, I want you to go to YouTube and go to say walking along in Venice, Italy,
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and you compare the two. There's no comparison. It don't look like
Obvious.
that shit right there.
Obvious.
Even though it's a city,
wooden homes
theirs is a city. There's a city on water too, but it don't look like that shit. But Venice is a
perched
tourist
on
area.
stilts and an array of canoes serving as the primary mode of transportation. It presents a stark contrast to the urban sprawl of Lagos, the famous Nigerian megacity populated by about 21 million people. The origins of Makoko can be traced back to the late 19th century. It was initially founded as a fishing village by the Egan people from neighbouring West African countries.
Told
At
you.
this time, Lagos itself was less than 1 million people. The city of
Right,
Lagos
right
has
when the white
undergone
people got
rapid growth
control,
due to
1900.
several intertwined factors that have propelled it to become one of Africa's most populous and economically significant cities.
And you got
The
21
city's
million people
position
there.
as Nigeria's financial heart has attracted businesses and industries from within and outside the country,
That's
making
more
it a
than
hub
most
for
people's
economic
countries.
activities. Its port, which is among the largest in Africa, serves as a critical node for international trade and logistics, further enhancing its appeal to businesses. Moreover, the allure of better job prospects and higher living standards in Lagos, compared to many other parts of Nigeria and Africa itself, has led to a massive influx of people from rural areas and smaller towns, as well as from neighbouring countries.
I'd rather
This
go back to my
migration has
rural village than live in
continuously
that shit. I'd rather go back to my rural
driven the
village than live
city's
in that shit.
Mhm.
population growth, creating a mixed urban culture, but also straining infrastructure
Oh, okay. It's seen because there's a road passing. Oh my goodness.
and housing.
Okay.
The rapid development and urbanisation have led to a significant housing crisis, with demand far outstripping supply. For many
No, it's,
low-income families
no,
and
let me say
individuals,
there's not a
affordable
housing
housing
crisis.
options
There's an African consciousness problem. You have leaders who don't give a shit about being African or Africa. All the money's taken to Europe, just like the Kenyatas and everybody now in Kenya. All the money's gone to Europe.
Mhm.
The banks sit in Europe. They buy houses in Europe.
Mhm.
They go to they get seen hospitals in Europe. They have never developed Africa. And they don't give a fuck about Africa. Shout out to Putin who said the same thing. He said, "How can you develop a graveyard when these own leaders don't give a shit about the continent and the country they come from? They're not embarrassed. How can you be Nigerian as a president and not be embarrassed by that shit there?" Like, hey man, I don't know nothing about Nigeria. Ain't that place where all that floating shit be at? People be swimming in doo-doo water and piss. Yeah, that's my country. Why don't you do something about it? Well, black people are stupid. I don't live in. I live in a nice big house. I'm the. I'm whatever kind of dumb title these niggas get themselves. I'm His Excellency Daba Daba Doobie. I'm His Excellency.
The Venice, is it the Venice? Is it the Venice or the Vinci? I don't know. Venice? Is it the Venice or the? It's called the
Venice, yeah,
Venice
no,
or the
Venice.
Vinci.
Say Venice of Italy. That's it. No. Say Venice. V Eince. Say Venice of Italy. No, that's not it, Joe. But that's Tuscany, Italy. But it's beautiful too. Say Venice. Veince. Right there, right there. Second one. The second one. Go down. Go down.
This one is the one I pulled up. The first one is the first one I put. This one, right? This one.
Yeah, that one right there. That one right there, the water. Yeah, that one. For years, and the funny part, for years, I was the power of the world right there in Venice. Right there. It don't look like no damn Africa. It ain't full of shit.
It's not like that.
Well, that was the power. That place was the power of the world at one time. And people still think it really is the power of the world. I don't want to see the boat making. Just say, I want to see people walking along the city. I don't want to see the damn boats. I want to see people walking around the waterways. It's a city built on water, but it don't look like that Africa shit. I'll tell you that. Right there, right there. Go there. Go there. Where you going, Joby? No, go down, go down, go down.
Relax, Keith. Calm down.
You calm down. Where you going?
Which one?
All right, go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Right there, right there, right there. Right there. It says Venice. Where you going? No, go up. No, go up. Go up. Go up. One more. One more. Right. No, Joe. One more. Right there. That one. Venice. That one. Right there.
This ain't
Venice was a lot of place for you.
Nigeria. This is just this is a big mall.
That's why they making fun. They said that was called the Venice of Africa. I mean, you guys like a Venice like that. But Venice don't look like no part of Africa. That shit is nice, developed. That's where a lot of your bank. That's a lot where your banking started from in Venice. Very powerful place back in the day. Take us through the canals. Why they drawing shit? Just take us through the shit. Take us through the city. Here we go. This is Venice. These are the canals. Africa don't look like this. Nice ass homes. Ain't nobody shitting and pissing in that.
Yep.
They always say this is the difference. They always say this is Europe. This is how Africa fucks up every damn thing. Africans live in poverty and they all fucked up. It's how Europeans. It's how we develop. That's why they got low IQs. They're stupid. Yeah, they always go there. Yeah, it's a big tourist site. Exactly right, General. Mosquito is big in tourism. Ain't nobody going that part of Africa for no tourism. That shit river. But this is a big tourist area. Exactly right. People go there when they get married or they decide to get married there. It's a honeymoon destination, or they go to get married there because it's beautiful. So that's how a European makes a city on a river when they got not enough land. They actually develop it. Africa just makes some shanty shit, just shit all thrown together type of shit. Should be crazy. And so that
But yes, that being said, we're gonna see what Kai Senant is gonna do. With of course coming up with a school project to see if it's gonna help the people of Makoko and get rid of maybe that water. If that water can be drained, if the slums can be gotten rid of,
how
it's
you
very
how, how
possible.
you go
That
how you gonna drain it? It sits on the ocean. It sits right on the ocean. You can't drain that. You
we
got to
are,
that. You got
it's very simple, Keith, because these people always act like they don't want to do things well. They can. We have so many stolen lands, right, that are very empty. You can
That's
set
what
up
I
a
just said. That's what I
campsite.
just said. You got to tear that shit down there, right? Exactly. You can't drain that. You got to tear that shit down.
Exactly, but it has to start from maybe the if you tear down the houses, if maybe the I don't know if the place can be dried. I don't know how, but get rid of the
No,
slums.
it's
The
in the
government
ocean, Joe. But that thing's part of the land. It sits in the ocean. How you gonna drive? You can't drive the ocean. It sits in the ocean. It don't sit on a lake. That shit sits in the ocean, so you can't drain it. It's the ocean.
these people can be given a land. The government
Of
can come up
course.
with the same way we see Kenya coming up with the Finance Act bill, which is going to be deducting people's salary, them building these affordable houses, of course, which are not going to be for everyone, but your salary is still going to be deducted. Duh. Well, the government can do that. They can fund, of course, these projects, bring affordable houses from their pockets, and let us
Have
now
you
start paying. Yeah,
have you had a government that care? The government. Yeah, the dirty thing about the Africa, though, Joe. The governments. Everybody knows the government doesn't give a shit about the people.
they
At
don't.
least even the European government might steal, but they still give a shit about their people. They still care a little bit. Even though they're stealing and
They
they're
do.
corrupt, they got some kind of concern. The African governments don't give a shit. So you're talking about
That's true.
psychopaths, like from Ghana, from all of them. They don't give. The only reason why you see and they are installed it. That's why it's such a big difference from Bikini Faso. The development he's doing is so quick. What he's
Yep.
doing, he's now making a railroad over it because he cares.
No loans.
No
None.
loans
Mhm.
because he
No.
actually cares. Not stealing
Exactly.
but about I want to be His Excellency. You know me. Look at me. You know who I am, sir. I just want my money for delivering your food. You know who I am. You know I am. That is always that kind of shit in Africa. I don't give a shit who you are. Your country is fucked up. The country's back that we who you are. You are a big man in a fucked up country. So what? Your country's fucked up. Got nerve to be called his names. None of these niggas should be called his excellency. Excellent in what? Keeping shit fucked up? Sound crazy as hell. You don't got one developed African country, and the one you got developed is South Africa, because the white people there. There's not one African developed country. Not one. So what is going on? You want to tell me call you want somebody call you his excellency and all this old retarded ass shit. I'm not calling you that. Excellent.
His
His
Excellency.
excellency. All this old
Excellent. But yeah, like you say, the government doesn't respect his people because in Nigeria still itself, as you can see, some things trying to be changed. Some other people in the country have been really, really suffering, especially because of power cut. Nigeria is one of the countries I think very well recognized of having blackouts, like for months. People are gonna go months, months after months. I think Kenya were kind of better. That is for sure. Like for sure. Like even though our lights does do disappear, we've never lacked lights for like even a week. I've never seen that affecting us since childhood. Like we've never had lights gone for
that's
three
that
1 week.
that's Nairobi.
It
It's
only
parts in Kenya.
happened. I
Let
remember
me
it only
finish.
happened when we were in 2022 when we were in Tanzania. I think.
That's that's not true. You got parts of Kenya that the more it showed me don't even got goddamn lights. That's in Kenya.
Well,
So
like I was saying, I don't know who we were having that argument with still last week. And I said, such kind of people, actually, like you said, have not realized you cannot be living like this. Okay. People who know they're supposed to be having electricity is always a problem here, kid, when lights disappear. Trust me.
of
Lights
course.
here, people are gonna take it to the streets. Like Kenyans
Of
right now,
course.
straight about anything, anything, anything that's not working. People demand answers. People will start actually. It has gotten to the point where now people are even cracking the system of
They're supposed
people.
to demand answers, Joby. They're
Exactly.
supposed to.
So it is, it is. I'd say such kind of people are just people who are very, like you said, with the Nigerians living in that place, they have become comfortable with the type of life they have. Because where my mom is born, we have electricity in our village, very active uh, uh,
Okay.
electricity. Like we have smart TVs. Wi-Fi is just that they have not gotten there, but trust me, if soon they get there, people are gonna be even installing Wi-Fi. Like I believe people right now are super woke. If you're just sitting in a certain lifestyle, is because you're comfortable with that. You don't want to question. Like you think you deserve that. Like I said,
But I
growing up,
told you,
we've had so
Africans
many.
believe that they believe they didn't think they deserve to be in poverty.
Exactly.
What?
We've grown up, like I've seen most of the mentality. Like I went home and I've seen people who have not moved, not changed a goddamn thing. They're still the same way I left them.
Exactly.
This because you
Exactly.
one, you think that's the kind of lifestyle you deserve. You think, or you're scared to even go out. Like you say, there are people who have never even maybe gotten from one city to another or one town to another because they're scared.
Nope.
We have just people move with fear of experiences. People are so scared to take risks, and that is what I see with
Yep.
majority of the Africans globally, not just actually around me. Like globally, people, the reason why majority of us are stuck is because you don't want to take a risk of asking, of moving different from the way things are normally in your environment. So you live, the fact that you're comfortable with that, you're gonna live and die forever in that until maybe you give birth to a child who's going to have the mindset and the ability to question. That is the person who actually escapes this all,
True.
breaks the cycle, literally, from poverty to becoming someone who's very important, maybe in the society or in their family.
So
So it has,
let's ask this question. Why do Africans think they should live in poverty like that, Joker?
again, like I questioned you earlier, you grow up in a place of again, I think it's the
Yeah.
mindset, kid. I'd start with the mindset. But you've grown up
Okay.
in a place of poverty, hand to
Hmm.
mouth situation, school fees, you're being chased every single day. Your mom, parents can't pay school fees, uh clothing, shoes, like the basic needs are even hard to get. So the reason why we have majority of these people who grow up like this is because their daily lives are surrounded by, or their daily lives is all about, how am I going to be able to get money for this? Like you're living
Yeah.
according to your mindset
Survival.
is so, your mindset is limited. I'd say,
Yeah.
I don't want to say little, it's limited. You can't
Yeah.
think beyond just what you have, so you have to think
Yeah.
about daily how you can survive. If you try think
Yeah.
bigger, until maybe you take a risk, you're not gonna go bigger. And like I said,
Yeah.
most of the people are so scared to take the risk. It has to start with the
Yeah.
mindset. Of course, you're used to this norm, but are you able to challenge yourself? Like, I'm willing to take a risk no matter how hard this is going to be. Escape this. I don't want to raise my children in this. I don't want to, because that has
True.
been me. Like you've seen where it took you. Like the rest
Mhm.
of the family was not
So
able to see the kind of environment I've grown up in. But
yeah.
if
So I'm asking you, Joe. So when you went back
Mhm.
and you seen the same friends in the same place, what was your feelings? What would you say to them? Are you guys happy? Are you you know?
Okay, for me, like
What was your emotion towards them?
I felt remorseful for some, and
Yeah.
for some because I've grown up and I've seen the kind of, again, the mindset they had. I was just, you are
Yeah.
just meant to end up this way. No, no offense, no nothing. Like you were
Yeah.
just meant to end up
That's
this
not
way.
a, that's
But
not
I
offensive.
felt I felt remorseful because, especially for the young girls, looking at
Yeah.
the young girls who could save their lives at a very early stage, they have all damaged themselves by giving birth to different multiple baby daddies,
Baby
and
daddies. Mm.
yeah, they're
That's
still
what
living
poverty.
at their parents' house. So it's
That's what
like, man,
poverty does.
I'm like, I wish you really knew how, number one, to escape yourself from this, because that is one thing I'm grateful for. And I feel like because of the
That's why I always told you there was something in you that knew that you didn't want that.
Mhm,
You didn't fall into none of those pitfalls.
mhm,
Getting pregnant and You just always knew there was something better for you, and you didn't fall into any of those traps. That's why I said,
Exactly.
"Wow, that was amazing." Go
You really,
ahead.
I think you have to first, number one, understand what you really want. Because for me, and also having exposure, I'd say I've grown up with a lot of exposure. And that is one thing I've understood with the people living in the ghetto, the slums. They don't have exposure. Exposure
That's
is,
true.
number one, I've grown up in different households. Like, when my
Yeah,
mom and dad divorced, I went to the village. From the village, coming back to the city. From the city to another place. From another place to, like, I've grown up in different environments. And
yeah,
with this, despite seeing my mom struggle one, two, three ways, I was exposed to different houses too, of friends.
yeah,
So I'm seeing, hey, these people are living good. You go to these other people's, they're living shitty. Because I remember the first time I saw a slum. Yeah, the first time I saw a slum when I came back to Nairobi, I was shook.
yeah,
I've seen that too. Like, I went to a friend's house and I'm like, these people are living
yeah.
in a sack house. A sack house. I was like, no way. Because when you look at this guy, and also it depends how you also present yourself, how you carry yourself is also important. Because how she used to carry herself at school, you think these people are balling until you go to their house. I'm like, God damn. I was really shook. Like, I was really, really shook. And I went and I asked my mom. I asked
Yeah.
my mom, like, why are these people living in sacks of clothes, like sacks of, the maize? We have houses, like, there's houses.
Oh,
Like,
hold on. The houses are like built out of sacks.
yeah, the sacks of
Amazing.
maize. Yeah, yeah, like, for
God
real, for
damn.
real. Yeah. So I was like, man, this is so crazy. Like, when it rains out, like, it shocked me. So my mom explained to me, like, the slums, trying to understand everything. And I had to, it took me time to literally, like, blend in with people who are living in, like, that
Yeah,
poverty. Like, trust me,
yeah,
for real. Because when we go back to our village where my mom is born, I've said we have crazy amount of wealth. And I'm not saying like we have the gold
yeah.
and all that, but it's a good environment, good
I got
mansions,
you. I got
big
you.
compound, farming, everything is just clean. Like, I've grown up in a very
Yeah,
clean environment. So going back
yeah.
here in slums, I'm like, nah, this is just not okay. I can't eat there. I never ate there, trust me. It took me time to adapt, even, like, sitting and eating maybe at someone who's living at a very low life. I'm like, nah, I'm okay, thank you. But maybe you're really starving, like, for real, for real. Like, nah,
I ain't
thank you.
starving. I'm not starving enough to eat that shit.
No, thank you. So, for me, exposure really helped me a lot to know what I really wanted. Growing up,
Okay.
meeting different people, friends, it made me set up my mindset and understanding what I wanted. Because, like I said, I used to do interview for myself. Like, I used to sit down, like, on weekends for me, I used to be those kind of children, not going out. I never used to go out to play. I used to sit down, look at the entertainment, Saturday programs, especially on
All
Saturday,
right.
because we have cartoons. Then after cartoons is entertainment
Mm-hmm.
on the programs we have. So for me, I used to sit down, look at the presenters. I'm like, man, this is so amazing. Then sit down on a corner, interview myself. Imagine other people interviewing me. Like, that
Okay.
is, and that's the Lulu. My Delulu became to a reality. See, like, that's the Delulu mindset I had after having all this exposure. So I knew what I wanted. Getting, of course, and meeting my father, and now going to now where I showed you, that was the crazy difficult moment, because now I'm living not only with a group of people who are thugs, because that's when I started now seeing thugs for real. Like, we're living with
And
people you call your friends have guns, they are killing
uh,
people, they are
I
they
know
are
the. Yeah, right. That
you know
neighborhood you showed me, I know the thugs up in that motherfucker. I
Yeah,
got you.
the first time I saw a gun, I think that was after my mom's burial, because that's when I started, like, now hanging around with people. Because holidays I never used to be around. Like, during
Yeah.
school I was with my dad's, then holidays I used to run at my mom's house. So
Okay.
after my mom passing away, because I have no one to go to, it gave me now time to expose myself to now the environment of
Whatever
where.
you said, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm seeing tags, I'm seeing women, I'm hearing stories of abortion, I'm hearing stories of women being beat up in marriages at a young age. I'm like, nah, I don't want none of this. Okay? I don't want none of this. And then the good thing is that I'd say also the universe has always been on my side. I used to attract, like, good people in terms of relationship. I've never
Yeah.
attracted, like, anyone in that environment, and anyone I've attracted, I've rejected all. Like, if I've dated anyone in that environment, it's just one guy, and I
Uh,
don't know who he is. But the rest also, the guys I dated made me also become exposed. Because
Yeah.
I'd say my second relationship, I had a man who could come take me out every weekend, take me to
Yeah.
places like malls, uh, places just to see different type of
Yeah.
lifestyle.
You got
Because
got exposure. Uh huh.
so with that, I'm like, hey, okay, after school I want to do this. After school I want to have this type of house. After this, but with the other people, they're not getting that type of exposure. So I was even, and this is why you see, like even when I went back, I'm still considered like much of a big deal somehow. Like because I'm one of those girls who never, number one, entertained people in my environment, and if I did, you are a friend, but still, I never entertained that much because my dad was also super strict.
Yeah.
Um, more such type of people also like I've dated around within the same environment, so you don't know better, you've not met a better man, a better woman, you don't
I
know that
get. I get.
you deserve better, you can get a better treatment. So because that's
Yeah.
all you know, that's when I saw and actually had, that's the first time I had, there are women who like being beaten so that they can understand a man loves them. I'm like, this is psychopathic, this is
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
this is so
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly what it is.
No, why do you want you beat me so I can prove to me you love me? And it was so serious to the point. I remember there was now the biggest thugs in the area. He kind of liked me, but I never liked him because I was scared of him. I'm like, yeah, you
Yeah.
can give me all the protection I need, but nah, that's not what I want. Okay, I want to be rolling someone who has a name. Can you give me money? Can you? Because I used to be a very bad. I was a bad gold digger, no cap. I was really snatching people's money. Like, if you're not giving me money, get out of my way, because my father is not gonna give me any. So you get out of my face, you know. So, you know. So this guy came around, and then I didn't know he had a baby mama. One time I'm coming from school because I used to be school. His crazy
Yeah.
girlfriend, his crazy baby mama comes on my face with, oh my god, you guys, with a razor, like a razor.
Wow.
She wanted to tear my face, like for real, for real.
Wow.
What have you been doing with my man? I've been hearing stories. I'm like, hold on. I don't know who your man is. I don't know who your man is. And I don't even have a man myself. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, stop acting dummy. You know who Mato is? His name was Mato. You know the yeah, I'm like, okay. Number one, I tried to explain the situation to her, but she wanted to come in a very rough way. So I told her, kindly allow me. Let me go drop the bag. We can fight physically because I'm trying to give you the straight
Yeah.
explanation. You don't want to listen. Since you want to put this physical, put your friends aside, put the razor down. Let me come physically. And trust me, I went and came back and she was not there because I was so mad. Because I hate false accusation. Why accusing me of something I've been trying to avoid? So with that, and then after meeting her, that's when I knew, like, oh, so this is the baby mama of so and so. Now I had how she likes being beaten to be proved she's loved. I'm like, man, that's why you're crazy. You are crazy. That makes a really good sense. So to just answer the question, which I've really answered all that, it's the mindset and exposure. If you don't have
Okay.
a different mindset, you're gonna maintain the same place. If you do not get exposure, you're gonna see nothing but this is the best you have. You think like
Yeah.
getting your mindset is limited, where you think, hey, getting there is gonna be difficult. Moving from this sewage where I can be swimming every day to a swimmage I don't to a swimming pool I can pay is gonna be difficult. Like, so if you set your mindset that way, also that is what you attract in life. That is what you actually attract in life. Because
Yeah. I'm not
the thing
tracking. I'm not tracking those sewage. God damn it.
exactly. So for me, I'd say that's and also having a crazy father also made me want to walk out so bad. Of course, like the type of behavior my dad had made me want to walk out so bad. Like I'm like, I don't
That
want to
makes.
be
But
around here.
that makes it harder too because you're not. If you're walking out, you're not really ready for the world. So that makes it even harder that you still came out okay. That makes it even harder, Joe.
Mhm. Well, I'd say my life has grown up being tough from childhood, having people kick me, like a ball. So even when I was actually walking out of my dad's house, I think I was ready for everything. Like mentally, I was ready to face everything that's gonna come to me. And that's why I say when I say I got even crazy deals, like yo, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, just do this crazy thing. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I need you to go. You can do it. No, I'm not gonna do that. You can become
Yeah.
actually a celebrity. I can put you on this radio if you just actually just strip for me. No, no, I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
that. You
Sure.
know,
So he
because
did.
I've been put
So he
on
says.
big
So,
stations.
so he said. So he scared your pride.
I'm
Uh.
like, I used to be taken on big radio stations. Like, you're hanging with
Yeah.
friends, thinking they're your friends. Your friends are supposed to put you on jobs, but your
Yeah. Don't
friends
don't don't
on
ever do. That's always a scam. Yep. As a woman, don't ever do that. Don't ever. You never get the job, and they be seen up at you seen as a whore. Don't ever
Yep.
ever do that.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep. So for me, I said no, no, no. I'm
Right.
gonna struggle bit by bit, and I'm gonna get everything I want, everything authentically. I'm not gonna scam, cheat nobody, sleep with no one, nothing. If I do anything, it's gonna be according to my goddamn decision because I want
Yeah.
to. No one told me to do this because I could benefit, and that's how I believe that's what has kept me moving even up to date.
You,
An
you
adult
don't want
was
to be.
ready.
You don't want to be Kamala Harris.
No, 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 no. I'm okay. You're gonna be seen as a moron because you just put on in places that you don't even know how you got there. You don't even have the explanation of explaining your workflow. Like, okay, now I'm a vice president. How did you become a vice president? I don't want to just set my legs up and that's it. Nah, I want to explain every penny, everything I've done. I've worked so hard for this. I've worked so hard for this, and this I got here. Stop playing with me, okay? If I'm standing for this, I'm standing for this. You don't need to tell me this and this and this. I'm standing with this because that's my decisions have gotten me here. And Africans need to do that, literally. This is what I'm saying. Look at like we were talking about electricity. I think we have time today. Your is not in.
We got time. Your time's not in. We got time. She's not in.
Yeah, yeah. So we talking about electricity. Nigerians, some part of Nigerians were celebrating. Nigerians, when they should be demonstrating about
See.
Tinibu being with the drone, they're celebrating about power coming back. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in Kaduna, and Kaduna is one of the estates in Nigeria or cities in Nigeria, whatever they call it. It's one of the places actually that Bola
Probably
Tinibu,
accounting.
an airport was named after him. In the same place, we have an old big airport named after Tinibu. The claims were he developed the place. So you're asking yourself, what type of developments are these while people have not been having electricity for months? Because I was reading the articles that I
Damn,
heard,
for months.
and
For months.
yeah, oh
Wow.
yeah,
Great.
for months. So that's why you can see them celebrating actually, because it's a big deal. Businesses have been
Of course.
closed, like
Well, you
people who
couldn't
are.
exactly. You can't develop an economy. That's why I told Irton, Africa sits out the world economy because of shit like this. You can't
Mhm,
have no economy, especially not in the world. You can't produce electricity. Can't be
mhm.
out of electricity for months, Joby, and have a functional economy.
It is
Hand to
collapsing.
mouth shit.
It
Yeah,
is a
you don't have
collapsing.
a you don't have no functional economy.
Like
What you
I
gonna
was reading
join?
about Germany. When we're talking about Germany, that was last week. Looking
Yeah,
at
come on.
how they are collapsing. It's
It
literally there's
collapses.
no benefits they are earning in that country. So Nigerians need to do better. Instead of coming to Kenya and calling me a prostitute because I'm not giving you my number, you can actually go to Nigeria and call Tinibu T-Pain because I heard that's what they're calling him. They're calling Tinibu T-Pain. You
That's
know.
funny. The
Yeah.
Nigerians are everywhere, though, Joey. Not just a kid. They're in every African country, but not just it's crazy. Zimbabwe, Zambia. You know they're in South Africa. South Africa want their ass out. Want them
Mhm,
out now. South Africa want their ass out.
mhm.
They're in South Africa. They're in Namibia. They're in Angola. They're in God. They're everywhere. These motherfuckers are in Mexico.
Selling jollof rice on the streets.
Yeah. I said, how the fucking The Nigerians get to Mexico. What? Then I found out that they're also in Brazil. What are these Nigerians? Are these Nigerians get to Brazil? God
Well,
damn.
that was, I think, last month we saw 44 of them were deported back to Nigeria by the UK government after some documents were revealed. They have been lying about their marital status, that they are married, but none of them are, you know. So 44 of them, that was last month, were deported back to the country, and many more are still, of course, being looked for to be deported back to the country because
You
they
had
are, you know, they're scamming, doing all crazy things, you know. And what's
got
gonna
them
make you
here.
be
Got a
deported is
bunch
the
here in
disrespect. You
America.
know,
Got a bunch of them in Canada. Go ahead,
when
Joe.
you go to a place, you don't go with disrespect. You are a guest. As much as we are all Africans, I don't know your culture, your traditions. As much as they are all the same, still
You know, you can't. It's
you
the
don't
same. You know you can't call nobody no prostitute in Nigeria, Joey.
exactly. Exactly. You don't come to other places. We've
You got
accepted
you.
you. We're teaching you our language,
No,
telling you not to be scammed this way because
no,
Kenyans can scam you too. Like Nigerians
no,
think they're smart.
don't forget you got Kenyans in who live in Nigeria right now too. So they,
Majority is women, I'd say, because majority of our women are married there. That is just a fact. Majority of the Kenyan women are married in Nigeria. That is just a fact. Very known fact. Yeah, but I'm saying you can't be going to places abusing people. Be respectful, adapt to the culture the way it is, move silently because you don't know which psychopath you're talking to. You could be talking to a psychopath and they're gonna do you crazy. Like for me, I'm certain if I was with the Kamlesh or the rest of the gang from the office that day, that motherfucker would have been beaten down. Trust me, and pardon my language. I'm so certain. That is one thing for sure. Because we see the reaction when you come here and we tell this man, hey, someone just did this to me. They go crazy. So you imagine you being you're gonna be beaten. So what be careful who you are watching. Be careful. But moving on to the next conversation is about the monkeypox hoax, of course, which is still being exaggerated. And our African leaders are, like you say, the coons are deep in it. Like these people are complete sellouts, talking about how the US is funding us with the VSCINEs, the Europeans helping Africans. This is not help. This is loans, more destabilization of our countries. Because
exactly.
it's sad that this is barely explained to the people. When we get these medications, we think it's for free to help us. It is loans we're being granted because are they benefiting from helping us just for free? 54 countries in a whole continent,
Exactly.
are they benefiting from that? You know?
The World Health Organization says a new mechanism
Oh,
has been established to support the equitable and timely access to Mpox vaccines in Africa. It comes as the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says Mpox
we're,
cases are showing
we're
Africa
talking. We're
Center for
talking about
Disease
this.
and Control. I
We're
remember the
talking
time.
about yeah. We're talking about this when we're off of YouTube. I'm talking about this.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about this.
500% increase from last year, now impacting 19 countries.
So far, more than 50,000 people have been vaccinated against Mpox in the
This
Democratic
evil,
Republic of the Congo and
this evil, this evil
Rwanda,
motherfucker here.
thanks to donations from the United States and the European Commission.
And the
He
funny,
says
they
the
donate.
mechanism
They
is
always
allocated.
donate that. They don't ever donate nothing. They never donate shit you need. Why is Africa underdeveloped? See, always understand the Europeans. That shit. We'll just say that shit. You don't need none of that shit there. None of it.
Yep.
We'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you talk. They want you talking on their goofy platforms because they don't want you telling the truth. But yeah. So donate some shit I need if you want to donate. Listen, Europe has never gave Africa nothing. All it's done is stole. Steal, steal, steal. So it's never gave Africa anything. I did, oh, they coming to help you. Nah, they never helped you do shit. Only they did help you out your money. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Almost
Literally.
900,000 doses of vaccines to 9 countries based on public health need, especially those with significant transmission of the new clade 1B virus.
This is an
Uh-huh.
important step towards
Isn't it
bringing the
funny?
Mpox
Isn't it funny? Africa got all these viruses when they never had no virus before the white man showed up. Isn't it a coincidence that Africa has all these viruses now
Mm-hmm.
that the Mzungu is now there?
Yep. Magic.
How's that? Ain't this it's magic? It's magic.
magic. And then Africans lost all their indigenous herbs and cure.
Exactly.
And now we
Exactly.
have
Like,
people helping us with the cures.
Breaks under control.
and moringa was one of those healthy cures. So make sure you go to the website and get your moringa.
Yep.
As part of WHO and the Africa CDC's shared strategic response plan. It's important to underscore that vaccination is only one part of that plan. Alongside case finding, contact tracing, infection prevention and control, clinical care, risk communication, and testing.
The WHO declared mpox.
Well, as we continue, what I'd say, the Africans, if we start and shout to Ibrahim Traore for building that pharmaceutical industry that is going to be very beneficial for the continent. What I'd say, when we start asking question, we should start with Addis Ababa, that is Ethiopia, which actually was the first country to put up that Africa Center Control of Diseases. I remember I spoke about it in 2022. Did a clear research on it. There's nothing they're controlling. This is
Exactly. As an Ethiopian, the white people put it there, and then the Ethiopians don't control that shit. The white man controls it. So exactly right. They don't control nothing. They'll put it in Africa, but you don't control it. They do it because it's some more than nefarious nonsense that they're doing. You know, they come with the guise. They come with the guise of helping you. But as a thinking person like Joby, like looking at a bright horizon, as a thinking advocate, so when has Europe ever done anything to benefit Africans? And that's absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Not one goddamn thing.
Yeah. It's nothing completely. I was saying there's a time I think I was doing a show and I said, if you come understand how these people have been using Africa for their own benefit, I'd say, for example, Kenya, something they want to set up, they say Kenyans, whatever the rest of their agenda, they're going to use. We have the Africa Center Control of Diseases. So the fact that we have Africa, you think this is an African thing because
exactly.
Enough, you think this is going to be beneficial to Africans. No one is going to be involved about in this. It's an African Control Center of Diseases. That's why we're caught up, because they use our names to
exactly.
Everything they want.
Oh, like the African Union.
Africans said, we didn't say anything. We never, nowhere where my voice was collected to have a say in any of these, things that you're setting up. So it is crazy, and we have to really wake up. Like, you can hear 50,000. I don't know if they're exaggerating about the numbers, but if so, 50,000 already, that's a big number.
We know the numbers they do are lies, because they want to push their things up in Africa. So when we get out here, I'll say we know what the agenda is, guys. So we don't need to say what the agenda. We know what their agenda is. Why do they keep disease, guys? There's no such thing in nature. Told you, nature. That's why you got to go Africa. Like Jim said, you got to go and start understanding nature. If it's outside of nature, it's a lie. Nature doesn't create diseases after diseases after diseases after diseases. Nature doesn't do that. A pandemic is like a once every damn 2,000 or 3,000 years. So outside of nature, there could never be another pandemic this close to the last one. So if you knew nature, you're like, something's fucking going on here. Exactly. Yeah. So, and then like I said, then that's why you never taught African history. Africa had no diseases. You're the eldest people on the planet. Now all of a sudden, Africa's seen as a place of diseases. System Zungu got power. Africa's known for poverty and disease now. Yep. Completely flipped it around when Africa used to be known as abundance and long lifespans. Now everything's outside of nature. Somebody is making this happen. That's why you're not taught to critically think no more in Africa. Raised as morons. So this would be the most scary thing with George about. What if I grew up in that village? I wouldn't know how to protect myself, because people inundate me with the white man's, what nothing. If they take, then I'll be forced to take it because some dumbass leader or some moron in some school teacher who's dumb as hell. We gotta take that, man. What? Gotta do what? Nah, I ain't doing none of that. What do you mean? The white man told us to do it. He's right. Hey, will you do it, dummy?
Mhm.
I'm not doing none of it.
Exactly. But when you talk about raising questions again, Senegalese women in Senegal have started raising questions about the climate change talks as well, where they're demanding actually justice. Let me share this very quickly as we could
All right.
continue.
Ahead of the United Nations COP29 summit in
United
Azerbaijan this
Nations.
month, women
United
in
Nations
Senegal have
again.
taken to the streets of Dakar to demand climate justice. They're seeking protection of the country's resources and calling for a decarbonized future.
No.
It's been 4 years
Decarbonize.
that we
You see how these dumb, listen, this is a scam. These women here have been paid because they're impoverished. You
Mhm.
you can't get rid of carbon. See, that's that damn uh, 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 climate change bullshit.
They say
These
it's the
morons,
carbon or
these
decolonization.
not because they're stupid. These morons are talking what the UN is telling them because like I said, that's why I want to be growing in these goopy villages. They're all impoverished, so they give them a few shekels to go out there like they protesting about carbon change. They don't even know what the fuck it even is.
Mhm.
Carbon is the key to life. We need carbon, guys. That's why we got trees. That's why things grow because of carbon. You got these psychopaths who try to tell you that carbon's bad because they're the ones destroying the world with their lunacy.
Mhm.
Rothschilds and Rockefellers and all this crazy shit they're talking. Carbon is good. So, but do that damn on the news, carbon is bad, cut down trees. I can't have a world like that. And so these women are fucking stupid. That's what they do. They say, oh, look at they own them. Look at the African women. You see how they frame this bullshit? Look at the African women talking about climate justice. These women don't know shit about no carbon. They're giving some money and they're backward and fucking stupid. That's why Africa's been kept backward and stupid. These black women are backward and fucking stupid. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They would give us some money, you go on the streets. So people that own the media are famous. Look at them. They want climate justice and talk about they want carbon gone. None of these motherfuckers even know what that even means because they're morons. So this is propaganda. This is psyop. Putting a black
and calling
face. Go ahead, Joby. I'm gonna
for a decarbonized future.
you see this.
It's been 4 years that we've been marching and nothing's changed. They're spending billions to do their conferences, but they owe us billions in compensation. Because it's these industrialized countries in their race to develop who've caused these greenhouse gases. You've seen the global warming. It's had an impact. Us in the rural
See?
world, women in the
All
rural
right.
world. This year, we've seen lots of floods.
And that's what they use and that's what they use because she's stupid.
Mhm.
Uneducated, but like they dumbed down Africa so bad, they don't know how to distinguish what's actually happening. Because sadly enough, I'm gonna keep out. She's an idiot. That's how they developed Africa. She's an idiot. She has no clue what the hell she's talking about. So she's called what the white man defined. She's a useful idiot because she actually working against her own best interest. She doesn't know that. So they call her, she's a useful idiot. See, even the Africans say climate change is bad and carbon is bad and we got to stop the carbon. She don't know what the fuck she's even talking about. She knows they got rid of carbon, her ass would be dead. So she's considered a useful idiot and she's used for propaganda. And that's what this is, propaganda. They go, oh, even the Africans realize that the effects of climate change and having carbon in their environment. They don't know what the fuck she even talking about. You sit her down, say, you know what the carbon is? What it affects the carbon actually works? I don't know none of that. They pay me some money to get my ugali. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but when I saw the video, also I saw the same thing. I'm like, this has not been happening in the rest of the countries, and actually, where activists are demonstrating about climate change, they are not even allowed. It's not aired in majority of the mainstream medias because they want to push. They don't want to push where people are actually against it. They're pushing where people are supporting it. They're pushing the people who are talking more about it. You need to
Exactly.
for climate change and all that. So shout out to Senegal. Of course, I blame the president, where we have the youngest president of this country, who, when he came into power, we hoped he's gonna save the people. But shout out to him, of course, for taking the wrong direction. We saw people like Ibrahim Traore. Actually, the Alliance Sahel State itself warning him. We saw also Professor Lumumba warning him when he came into power, telling him, "Yo, you have to be very careful. At this point, no loans do you need. You don't need to sign any deals about this. You need to move authentically with a group that is actually trying to help you." But we saw him, of course, during irrigation. We had people like Tinibu, of course, who was the first person to arrive there, and the rest of the puppets, of course, from Africa as well. And that's when we knew this is
The
gone.
prayers now we know.
It's
I
gone.
know
So
Joby knows that now. I'm gonna say something, Joby. Um, um, we know it's come out now what they've been doing, and fast has been proven. This is a fact, guys. We want to know it or not, they've proven it. Everybody know about Big Mike.
mhm,
Now we know Joby
mhm,
Macron,
mhm,
who's the president of France, who worked directly for the Rothschilds, was a Rothschild banker. They put him in power there.
mhm.
That his wife is a man.
Yeah. You
Was
told me
born,
that last
so,
week.
so we know his wife was born a man. This is what they've been doing around the world.
Yeah.
And make, so we knew that Macron had been dating this man, since he's 15. 15.
Wow.
So you imagine at 15 that man putting his penis in Macron's mouth. Okay? Okay? Walking around fooling the world. Shout out to the guys that did the research, but out of doubt, found his birth certificate. Macron's wife was born a man. Okay? This is the shit they've been doing. That's what the Big Mike shit. So now we said, no, Keith, no, that's real. That's what they've been doing. That's real. Big Mike is Big Mike,
Yeah.
whether you want to admit it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they've been doing. So, so there's no telling what they did with the new fake president of synagogues and this here dude. You up in here, we're gonna have to diddy you up in here. see
You
my
better
see
do it.
my see my wife man right here.
He has two wives,
Whoa,
especially like two.
whoa.
So if you get dated, your two wives are gonna, of course, figure out what's going on.
The
Hey,
president of synagogue has two wives, Joby.
yes, he has two wives.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so oh, that's a whole man. Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
Trans man.
Crazy. But as we get on the conversation, which was the main topic of all these things
Oh,
you've asked.
oh, yeah, hold on, Joby. Keep that going. Yeah, these are the wicked ass fake royal family. They're not even royal, all fake. They're
Mm-hmm.
actually Germans. But anyway, they're not even Windsor. They're another fake family. Put in power because the last British crown, the last British actual royal family didn't have an heir. So they got these motherfuckers 200 years ago from Germany to become the royal family. Who ain't even British. But anyway, um, their name is Sax. Their real name is Sax Goldthorpe. Their name is not Windsor. They changed their last name to Windsor. They worry about the British people find out that these motherfuckers are Germans and not even British. They're not even real British royal family. They were installed. Anyway, uh, Joby,
Mm-hmm.
open another tab and say images of Macron's wife. Let's
Okay.
look at this thing here. Images. See, everybody knows that. So it's not. Remember, it was a conspiracy theory till they found that birth certificate. Ain't no conspiracy theories and none of this shit. Right? Trying to bring up the truth is a conspiracy theory till it's not.
Hello, Robert
Now,
Williams. I've not seen you like in ages. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you.
I ain't
Karibu
seen
san.
Robert in a minute.
Yeah.
Hope
Okay. There
everything
she
going good. Hope everything going good in North Carolina. So can you tell that's a man, Joby?
she's so ugly, number one. I think I can
I
tell
know.
too.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, she ugly. Damn.
Just being honest, she's so ugly.
Yeah,
And
I think she's like 15 years older than. I think he's like 15 years older than Macron. They met when he was a teenager. Cause remember, he was his school teacher or something. His junior high school teacher. So you know,
sense makes sense why she's older than him. Literally, why
yeah,
he is
yeah,
older than.
he, yeah, he's a teenager. So first of all, that's a crime. So you know, she was giving Macron a lot of dictation, literally
Mhm.
dictation. You get it? Dick. He was
Yeah.
giving Macron a lot of dictation. So that's a damn man. So you know, like what is going on here?
Hmm.
So this seems to be the thing they're doing all around the world. We know George Bush's wife was most likely a man. Barbara Bush. I'm talking about the daddy. We don't know that it's just a lot of crazy stuff going on right in front of our faces. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Women
What's that,
going.
Joey? Saying when
I
they
see.
met or something?
Yeah. I asked Google if he's a man. So I see there's an article here saying that there were two women that was actually on 4th of November. Okay. Oh, right. Let me see. 4th of November, really? No, I don't know which article. This article was really June 2024. Okay. Two women go on trial for claiming the French First Lady is transgender. The online rumors
Hey,
have suggested that
hey,
the
Rob.
Brigitte Macron has never existed, with conspiracy
Conspiracy
theories.
theory. I told you it's conspiracy theories. I told you again.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, see, go on, go on, go. Or that
That,
other
that,
better.
is never, that go is not allowing us to search anymore. Like you said, I tried.
Ah, see, yeah.
It's not allowing us to go to the site anymore.
Wow. Wow. See that because that's Africa. See, it's another new. I gotta get the name of that browser. It's another new one. Exactly. Because
Yeah.
Africans are not allowed to know anything. Why you giving them that fake ass Google shit? You're not allowed to go to any search engine to teach you the truth because you're supposed to be kept behind and stupid. So every
Let me
time
try.
is right. You're not even allowed to go to it no more. It's crazy.
Let me try this one. This one says, a photographer, a photographer. It's not allowing me to read it, but it seems like it has a truth in it. Because I see
Yeah.
a photographer in 2009. Let me try to open it very quick. Put in an ad block on my end. A photographer in 2009, Russia has been alerted to share the false suggestion. I don't know. It's not allowing me to read, but I'm gonna get the right article. It's not allowing. Continue.
Very close. Don't worry about it, Joey. It's not allowing you to get that's right. Africa, especially all those French colonies got in Africa,
It
that's been
says
hidden.
a
But
photographer of a young male model at 2009 photo shoot in Russia has been altered and shared online with the false suggestion it shows President Emmanuel Macron's wife Brigitte as a young man. The fabricated
exactly.
screenshot, yeah, I have the. Let me share the right screen. God damn, she's boobless.
That's
Okay.
right. See that he
Google. The fabricated screenshot featuring the edited black and white image alongside the authentic photo of Brigitte Macron was posted on social media with the caption such as, "Well, there you go. It is no longer a state secret. It is true that is his Macron wife.
That's
He's Macron.
right.
There you have the image
All
of
right.
him, her.
That's
God
right.
damn.
That's
Oh
right.
goodness.
That's
However,
right.
the
And
original and edited photography shows a young man standing with his arms crossed, be found at the deposit or found on Deposit Photos website, credited a freelance photography Elan Elena Rastinova, who told Richards it does not show Brigitte Macron. Brigitte Macron launched legal proceedings over the spread of false claims in 2021 that she is a transgender woman who was born a male. The libel case was filed against two women in 2022 and 2021 YouTube video that made the allegations, and the case went viral in 2019 in 2024 June 19th this year. And
That's right. You know,
yes,
and what happened? And you ain't with no case because they can pull out your panties and see you got a penis there.
I know. God dang. Oh my God. But we'll discuss much more on that tonight on tonight's
You,
show. The last topic is about, of course, the royal family. Oh Lord, this is crazy. I was telling my brother yesterday, we live in a really dark world. If you only knew.
yeah,
He's trying to learn the truth, and I was trying to explain to some of the things he knows. The way he's explaining is
yeah,
not the right way. I'm like, yeah, you're in the right path as a 16-year-old, actually knowing all this, because he understands of course, the big people in power. They control information, news, education, religion. He knows all that. I was
yep,
surprised. Like,
yep.
that's nice, but some things you're not getting correct, and you have to do deep research if you want to get the facts. Then he asked me, the same people you're telling me to do research have hidden the research. I'm like, it's very wide open if you know how to actually um, read it, if you know how to
We know what
read
you're
it.
looking for. Yeah, yeah. If you know
Yeah,
how to critically think and know how to, yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but on the last conversation, as we get to see, of course, the people who are benefiting from our taxes, the royal family seems to be. They're saying that not just the
boom.
Jays have the royal family. They're saying that the royal family has received millions of pounds of income in rents from the NHS, schools, and armed forces, a new documentary has been revealed. The investigations by the Channel 4 dispatches the Sunday Times, and it is reported that the private estates of King Charles and Prince William hold contracts with public bodies and charities. Dame Margaret Hodge told the BBC on Sunday the findings have raised serious question marks and have called for a full transparency review of both the duchies. A spokesperson of the Duchy of Lancaster, the private estate of King Charles, is said to complies with a relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. Over the past years, deals made by the Duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall have raised around 50 million euros, it has been claimed. The Duchy of Lancaster, established in 1399, and Prince William's Duchy of Cornwall, established in 1337, both hold large amounts of land and commercial property in England and Wales. Their contract with public bodies and said to include 39.5 million euros agreement between the Duchy of Cornwall and the Ministry of Justice to lease Dartmoor prison, and 11.4 million euros to deal with Guys and St. Thomas NHS Trust, and the Duchy of the Lancaster to rent the London warehouse over 15 years to a store ambulance. The estates also reportedly charged the Ministry of Defense for access to the Ma to the marboats, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, marboats, and refuel the warships. And some state schools to use their properties, and local borough council to operate a toll bridge. The estates are not subject to corporation tax, and the royals do not pay capital gains tax on the assets they sell. They voluntarily pay income tax on the surplus. The program dispatches the king and the prince and their secret millions report that details of the rental agreements have not been given to parliament. The report points out that the duchies say that they are not funded by taxpayers, but they do receive income from the public services. The documentary raises concern about the environmental impact of some of the estate's contracts, including those with the mining companies. Two private estates are separate to the Crown Estate, and the profits of the Crown Estate, a property business owned by the monarch, but run independently, go to the treasury. The level of the profit made by the Crown Estate is used as a benchmark to calculate the finding given by the government of the royal family in the form of sovereign grant. The taxpayer funded sovereign grant will raise $132 million, not dollars but euros, in the next financial year after profits from the Crown Estate increased from 1.1 billion euros. Dan Hodge, a former chair of the Public Accounts Committee, said, "We all love the monarchy. We all want to work, but we want them to lead by example in the way to conduct their finances. But they can't have it both ways. If they want to be private and commercial, they have to pay fair and rate of tax as everyone else does. Otherwise, they will get a competitive advantage. Will they? So what I understood from this, I feel like what I picked from this article is that and of course not just right now. They've been benefiting from us, or globally, if I'd say, for a very long time, from the taxpayers, because where's this money coming from? You know. And then if I try look at the NHS, that is the National Health Services, right? We have the schools, we have the armed forces, of course, them fueling the wars and all that still.
But those are probably the British taxes, depending on. But they also get, you're right. They also get taxes from Africa. Being here in the Commonwealth, they get taxes from Canada and Australia. Never became actually real countries. The royals still control Canada. So it's called crown property. Canada's not really a country. Canada is a property of the royal family. It's like Australia is. But they went and stole those countries. America would have been one too. Suppose we got after we had a revolution against Britain. But Canada is still crown property. That one Canadian guy came in and told you when we were doing the show. I forgot who was it was a Canadian guy that came in and told you Canada's still crown property. So they still get paid off of Canada. They still get paid off Australia. So have you seen do this for me, Joey, real quick. This is how crazy. I want you to go to YouTube. See, you got King Charles who visited Australia, which is really one of his colonies. It's not really a free country. The crown still controls Australia. It's still crown property. You're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to think Australia's a real country or Canada's a real country. No, the crown property. Imagine, so when he visited, you had a white woman who it's crazy, who said she's one of the indigenous people of Australia. So you came and stole our land. We want you out. We want you white people out. And remember, because white people now, the Indians were in America, they always go conquer some place and take over people's identity. That's all they ship in North Africa. Now they're the Arabs and the ancient Africans. That's what they do. So put this up, Joby, on YouTube. Say King Charles visits Australia and protesters asked for him to give them their land back. Let's say Aboriginals. It wasn't no Aboriginal, it was a white woman. You stole our land. You're not the king of this country. You're supposed to be gone. Like, lady, you're a white woman. You from England too. What are you talking about? How are you Aboriginal? I don't see a black bone in your body. You ain't even mixed.
This is not your land.
King Charles visits. That's how you know they're still in charge. Why is King Charles visiting Australia? Because it's still crown property. Why would he be visiting Australia if it's a sovereign country?
Give us what you stole from
That's it.
us. Our bones, our skulls, our babies, our people. You destroyed our land. Give us a treaty. We want a treaty in this country. You are a genocider. This is not your land.
That's it. It's not your land. It's not, white lady. It's not your land either. White woman. It's not your land either.
This is not your land. Strong stuff there in Canberra this morning. Laura, do update us. That's right, Kay. We were watching this speech. It was his keynote moment as he walked into the Great Hall of Parliament House in Canberra. The King was accompanied by a didgeridoo player, this long-planned set-piece speech he made. But nobody could have predicted what would have happened
See,
as
this is
he
how the
finished
British
this.
Empire went out and started conquering people's shit, stealing people's lands. So the white woman said, "Yeah, you white people get out of our country, right? You white people get out of here, lady. That's you too.
It's
You
crazy,
white
but
people get out of our country." Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
it is crazy. Africans should do the same instead of dancing like crazy people on the airports and all that. You need to start demanding your land back. You need to start demanding your
Yeah,
tea farms back, your coffee
exactly,
farms back, everything. The
exactly.
Delamere, that like you need to demand everything back. But as we wind
Yeah.
up, let me go through the comments very quickly. Shout out to Sister Sinovia in the building. John Mosquito. I ended TikTok because we started talking about I don't know what, and they gave me a restriction. So I'm like, nah, deuces, deuces. So shout out to Sister Sinovia, shout out to John Mosquito, Byron Scott, Robert Williams, Jiba Jabba. Nice to see you guys.
Oh, they
Hope you
probably that TikTok
yeah,
probably heard was we start talking about Macron being his wife being a man.
and like now your life is abusive. Da 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 da. You're smoking. I'm not smoking.
Yeah,
I'm right here chilling. You're
that's
using.
smoking. It said you're smoking. You're not smoking anything.
That's what they say. When you're violating them, they always say like you're using drugs. Is they smoking detected, drinking detected, or verbal abuse detected. Those are the terms they use. Yeah, but I
Wow.
see Mosquito says a couple ways to go there for the boat ride. I also see he says you won't get anybody throwing shit bag out of the window at your head. I know that is at the Vinci place. I also see he says the problem is we've been raised to think living like that is normal. I know that's right. I also see he says our living condition is a reflection of our minds. I agree. Sinovia Karibu Sana
Exactly.
again. John Mosquito adds,
Exactly.
we've been brainwashed subconsciously to believe that we are cursed and evil. So we see suffering as God's punishment. I know that's true. And that's why we also accept the fake religion. I know that's true. Sinovia also says there should be no charge for a child's education. I agree. I also see Sinovia as that's a shame, John Mosquito. We are the only race of people who think such foolishness. I agree too. Kamala Indian, Camila. I saw her making jokes of I don't know what Kamala. Man, Kamala is so dumb. No cap. But I can't wait for this election's
Yeah,
result, man.
she
I
is
can't
dumb.
wait. I can't wait for this.
They're already stealing it now. They already. That's why they smirking. Yeah, buddy. Shout out to Trump who came out and told the truth. Said they're stealing it now. That's right. It's why it's going to take weeks. They're stealing it now because they don't want to give up power, guys. It's the Rothschilds, and they want this. They need to implode America. This is what's happening now. They're openly stealing it in your face now. Isn't it funny? It's about Trump as the dictator, but why all the damn um, vote machines? When you push Trump, it switches to Camilla. You don't see it the other way around nowhere. You don't see when you're pushing Trump and it turns to. When you're pushing Camilla and it turns to Trump. But through all the propaganda, they're going to start this civil war that they want because no way, people knows no way Camilla, this moron won. But the other ones, but
They say what I saw is
go ahead,
that
Joe.
there's 50-50 chance of Trump and Kamala winning. But we'll discuss that tonight kindly. Let's just keep a hold on that, Keith. Let's discuss that tonight if you don't really
All right.
mind.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
I
Okay.
see Robert Williams, Karibu Sana, like I said. I also see Sinovia says those women look very hard. I know that
Yeah.
is the Senegalese women, I think. I also see Juba says there's a video of her untucked like a big mic. God damn. I also see, man, what? We'll discuss that tonight again. I wonder how many
Come
more are
on.
sleeping with men. How many more do we have sleeping with men thinking they are women? Like how many more are we blinded to? Like it's just crazy. I also see Juba Jaba says, "Do you do your royal do your do the royal bastard Macron do the royal bastards whatever for natural gas on their lands and on the offshore nights for the oil drilling. Question answered, Crown property. I didn't get that, but yes, John Mosquito. I also see he says that's the cry victim. He also says Australia starts every parliament by bringing out the king's scepter. I also see Jabba says Trump and Kamala will be in Pittsburgh at the same time this afternoon, holding rallies ain't going nowhere near that city. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
jibber jabber. Jibber jabber. Traffic gonna be fucked up in Pittsburgh then, huh? They both gonna be in Pittsburgh this evening. Yeah, they fight for They fight for your state. You know, your state is a swing state, so they fighting over your state. They fighting hard. They run around Pennsylvania crazy. I don't
Yes.
think I've, Florida's already a Trump state, so I ain't seen his ass in Florida too much. He already got Florida, but you'll see him probably in Pennsylvania, Michigan, but I ain't seen him in Florida. Florida's too, even though they had that hurricane, they tried to wipe out the voting, that didn't work. So,
Did you vote? You said it's not
me,
gonna happen.
I'm not voting in this election. There's no, I'm not voting this election, Joe. It's nothing for me to vote for. I'm gonna vote for two goddamn criminals.
Your
Um,
vote makes a change. Remember that. Your vote makes a goddamn change.
don't make it. They
The
don't
lies
make
they
a change.
the
Don't make a
lies they
change for nobody. Don't make a change for nobody black. So shit.
no, the lies they told us. But anyway, family, we'll discuss much more of that tonight. We hear who has voted, who wasn't. As you guys give your opinion on the Africa Today show. But before we wind up, remember to have our application. Check out our amazing organic supplements and make sure if you're having any difficulties to purchase, we have an active chat on our right section right here. We're talking about the vitamins, amazing vitamins, some beauty hair nail supplements, amazing coffee products, all organic and some natural extracts. Ensure you check them out. Ensure you check them out. We have the we have the platinum turmeric, $25. We have the moringa pure, $26. We have the lion mane mushroom, $33. Some honey goat weed, that is only $33 under our natural extracts. And our beverages, we have amazing coffee products. That is the Manuka honey coffee, 59, mushroom coffee fusion coming from the lion mane and chaga, $36, hemp coffee blend medium roast, $32, and some Brazilian blend, $31. Under our beauty supplements, we have the Alpha Energy, $40, Brain and Focus Formula, $39, consecutive support, $29, colon gentle cleanse, $35 only. And also, last but not least, we also have other additionals on our vitamins. We're
We
talking
got that
about
moringa. Got that
multivitamin.
moringa. You guys got to get that. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Joby.
we have the multivitamin bear gummies, like we have explained from the beginning. It's not the bear movie we were watching, so ensure you get yourself this gummy.
It ain't the cocaine bear.
Don't the cocaine there, literally. $19 only. Vitamin D3, $2019. Green Superfood, $35. And the complete multivitamin, $32. All under the BHFN Sports Store page. So ensure you get yourself amazing. Support us, family man. Support us because we need you. We have it. You need it. Come get it. That's what's up.
That's right.
See you guys, of course, in a few on the Rhythm Scoop Show and later on the Africa Today Show. Peace.